France has arrested a suspect over the 1982 attack on a Jewish restaurant in Paris, where 4 people lost their life. The suspect, Mahmoud Khader Abedadra, had been wanted for nearly 4 decades and was finally surrendered by Palestinian authorities after years of efforts by French investigators. This arrest brings closure to a case that has haunted France for decades, with the attack remaining one of the country's most infamous anti-Semitic incidents. The case highlights the ongoing struggle between law enforcement and attacker groups, as well as the complexities of international cooperation in bringing suspects to justice. Looking ahead, this development is likely to be closely watched by human rights organizations and anti-militant activity experts, who will be eager to assess the implications for future investigations and prosecutions. Pete Hegseth, the U.S. Defense Secretary, sparked controversy when he read a Bible verse during a memorial service at Arlington National Cemetery. The verse, which was actually from the movie Pulp Fiction, has been widely misquoted as Ezekiel 25:17. This incident highlights the blurred lines between public figures and their personal lives, as well as the potential for misinformation to spread quickly. Hegseth's mistake may have been a result of his familiarity with popular culture, which can sometimes lead to mistakes in public settings. The incident also raises questions about the responsibility that comes with being a high-profile figure. Looking ahead, it will be interesting to see how this incident affects Hegseth's reputation and whether he takes steps to correct the misunderstanding. Looking ahead, the international community will be watching closely as the ceasefire is put to the test, with diplomats and leaders from both Israel and Lebanon working to build on this fragile momentum and forge a more durable path forward. A 9-day search in South Korea came to an end yesterday when authorities finally captured the country's runaway wolf, ending a dramatic saga that captivated the nation. The wolf, named Hwasong, was first spotted on November 12 after escaping from its enclosure at the Hwasong folk village. As the search unfolded, it took a surprising turn with a meme coin emerging as a result of the incident, with enthusiasts creating and trading digital tokens bearing the wolf's image. The capture of Hwasong marks the end of a tense standoff between wildlife experts and the elusive animal, which had been on the loose for nearly a week. The incident highlights concerns over animal welfare and safety in South Korea's rural areas, where such escapes can occur. Looking ahead, authorities will likely review their protocols to prevent similar incidents in the future, with some already calling for increased measures to secure wildlife enclosures nationwide. A singer, identified as D4VD, has been arrested in connection with the death of a missing 14-year-old girl, Celeste Rivas Hernandez. The remains of Hernandez were found in D4VD's car last year, sparking an investigation into her disappearance. The arrest is a significant development in the case, which has garnered widespread attention due to the singer's public profile and the tragic circumstances surrounding Hernandez's death. Background checks reveal that D4VD had been in a relationship with Hernandez's family members, adding a layer of complexity to the already disturbing events. The investigation into Hernandez's disappearance and subsequent arrest of D4VD raises questions about the intersection of celebrity, culture, and personal relationships. Looking ahead, authorities will likely continue to scrutinize the circumstances surrounding Hernandez's death and D4VD's involvement, potentially leading to further charges or revelations that shed light on this tragic case. The Vatican has issued a scathing rebuke to world leaders who squander billions of dollars on war and conflict, following a heated exchange between Pope Francis and U.S. President Donald Trump. The Pope's comments come after Trump called him weak on crime, sparking widespread outrage among Catholics and human rights advocates worldwide. In a rare public statement, the Pope criticized tyrants who prioritize military spending over social welfare programs, citing the devastating impact of war on civilians. This criticism echoes long-standing concerns about the disproportionate allocation of global resources towards defense and conflict resolution. The Pope's words have resonated with many, as they highlight the urgent need for a more equitable distribution of funds to address pressing global issues. Looking ahead, it remains to be seen how world leaders will respond to the Pope's call to action, but one thing is clear: the international community must prioritize diplomacy and cooperation over militarism and aggression.